Hey guys, welcome to our Friday video, and sometimes we have a bonus video on Tuesday, but today we're checking out a very interesting graphics card. This is the Radeon RX 470D. This video card is actually from Sapphire, and we can see a few specifications here. 4GB of GDDR5 memory, PCI Express with HDMI and triple DisplayPort. It also has a slight overclock. This is another video card I purchased from AliExpress. I paid $85 including free shipping. I bought it on the 12th of April and it arrived on the 26th, so it just took 2 weeks to arrive. And in general, you might be wondering why I keep recommending or at least showing items that I got from AliExpress. It's because I live in a regional area, there's no local used PC market, and prices on eBay are also not that great because usually the postage is around 15 to 20 to 25 Australian dollars on top of the price. So I think $85 is not too bad for this video card. We will find out very soon what sort of performance we can expect from the RX 470D and how it compares to a 470 and also the 570. The video card arrived in quite a large box, so it was well packed. The graphics card itself was wrapped in quite a bit of bubble wrap material and it arrived in fairly decent condition. It is used, there are definitely some wear and tear marks around the graphics card, but nothing too bad, and I've tested it already, it's been working fine. So let's dig a little bit deeper into the specifications of this video card. So taking a look at the card, this looks like just a standard reference RX 470. So here we've got the Sapphire logo on the fan and also up top here. The card has a 6-pin PCI Express power connector. In terms of video outputs, we've got one HDMI 2.0 and there are 3 display ports. We also get a pretty nice back plate on the rear of the card. In Windows, and I use Windows 10, you just download the latest Radeon drivers for the RX 470 and it installs without any issues. And then I had a look in various programs, for example in the device manager, but also in the Radeon driver as well as in the Sapphire Tricks software, and all it tells you is it's an RX 470, so nowhere does it actually mention that it's a 470D. So this might be of interest in case you buy one of these cards and it's not advertised as a 470D. So what can you do to find out if your card is a 470D or a regular 470? So for this you want to use a program like GPU Set that tells you a little bit more about the specifications of your video card. Firstly, let's have a look at the RAM. We're comparing the 470 with the 470D and we can see both using GDDR5 with a 256-bit memory interface and running at an effective clock speed of 6,600 MHz. So in terms of memory, performance and specifications, there is no difference. Now, when we look at the cores and the TMUs, this is where we can see the difference. The RX 470D is a slightly cut down version of the 470. So instead of 2048 cores, it has 1792. And instead of 128 TMUs, we have 112. But now let's have a look at some benchmark results to see how the two compare. So here we have results for Skydiver and Firestrike, and we can see that the difference between the 470D and the 470 is really minimal. So it is really just a slightly cut down version, and when playing games I doubt that you will notice a difference. I've got one more benchmark, superposition. We're getting 2065 for the RX 470D and the regular 470 gets 2136. And I've got another graph here. Here I've included the RX 460 as well as the RX 570. So you can see how the 470D fits in, and it's definitely much closer to the RX 470 than the 460. So if you see this model and the price is decent enough, you're really not losing out by much, and you're still getting 4 gigabytes of GDDR5 memory, which is definitely a step up compared to something like a 1050 Ti. Now, I've never heard of the RX 470D, so I did a bit of research, and yeah, this model is not available in the Western markets. It is a model exclusively for the Chinese market. Apparently it was aimed to compete with the 1050 Ti, and it does so very well. I had a look at some results for the recent GTX 1650, and in superposition it is slower than the 470D. So yeah, not only is the 470D faster than the 1050 Ti, it also beats the new GeForce 1650. And now we're going to have a look at some games on the RX 470D. So the system I'm using is running an i7-4790 with 16 gigabytes of RAM, and I've also enabled 16x and isotropic filtering in the driver, and I will put the name of the game and the settings down below.
That's it, Roach.
So, a griffin this close to the village? Strange.
My thoughts exactly. In the forest or the mountains, sure.
Clean kill. Remember to hide the body. Bodies left in plain sight will alert your enemies. The body is now hidden. The container has room for...
Should be showing the direction of the nearest data station. The closer you are, the greener it gets. Follow.
You make contact with the High Consul, Commander.
Yes, sir. Even after the fiasco in Brazil. No one questions your leadership of the organization.
We've come too far to stop now.
Yes, sir. They're ready for anything.
Pardon.
So guys, what do you think about the RX 470D? I'm certainly quite happy with the performance. It's just a little bit behind the regular RX 470. Now with the prices, Seeing that this is a cut down version, it should be a little bit cheaper compared to a regular RX 470, so it really depends on where you live and what the used PC market is like in your area. I know, for example, in the US, I keep getting comments about how cheap these 570 cards or 470 and 480 cards are available. That's really great for anyone living in the US, but in other areas like where I live, for example, there's no market for second-hand parts, and buying on eBay, prices are on the higher side, especially because you have to add shipping costs. So for those people, buying from AliExpress can be an interesting option. Either way, the video card cost $85 US, and I think the value is definitely there. You're getting very decent performance. I will put a link to the card that I bought in case you're interested. But yeah, I'm really eager to hear what you guys think of the RX 470D. Are you aware of this model, or is this the first time you're hearing of it? That really interests me. And yeah, let me know if there's anything else you want to know about the card. I still have it on my test bench, so I can quickly do some tests. But otherwise, I will see you next week with our Friday video. But keep an eye out for Tuesday. Sometimes there is a bonus video. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Give it a like and click on that notification bell. And I shall see you soon with another one.